Let's talk about this amazing film then. Why do you want to bring the story to the cinema and to people's lives?
Well, I love the book. We love the book. It was a huge, massive bestseller. And it'd been a long time coming. And, when we got the script, we thought it was a really, we kind of need a good story. We kind of need a nice story right now in the world. And so it felt like it was a good time to do a story like this.
Absolutely. What was the challenging part?
Everything. Water. I did The Perfect Storm about 20 years ago. No, more than that, I guess. And listen, once you're in the water, everything slows down, as you can imagine. So it was a lot of work. But all those poor guys, we made them. We hurt them. We made them suffer out there.
Were you tempted to get in?
No, are you kidding? I'm 62. You know what I'm tempted to do? Go home, put on something warm, have a glass of wine.
Helen, wow, you're with George Clooney on a red carpet at a special screening, and you're the main man. How's that feel?
It's an honor, It's an honor to be selected by him to be in a film, and I loved working with him and Grant. Those guys, they just set us up to succeed in every moment, and generous and kind and funny and smart and wicked, and they feel like big brothers to me. It's a wonderful feeling.
There is some amazing footage of the actual guys, but all this stuff. We met with the Oxford rowing team, and that's the funniest part. I'm 5'11", so I'm not that tall, but I literally look like a jockey. But there's a picture of me with them, and they're like, "Who's that?" I go, "That's me." I'm like looking up at these
You look
guys.
like Cox.
Yeah, I look like the cops. I didn't want to say that out loud. It just somehow
I
didn't
understand that now.
sound right somehow. These are those kind of sports movies that I grew up loving, so we wanted to make that.
Was it up there for one of the favourite things you've been involved in?
Yeah, it's fun to do. Listen, it's hard. This is a hard shoot. But it was exciting to do. And it was exciting to work with all these young actors who were having the time of their lives.
We had just such a great time. Everyone. It was just like it shows in the film too. And the film is it'll make you feel good. I think if some of the things didn't happen that happened in the movie, they would never have made the movie about it anyway. But it's a beloved book, and I don't know. It was just like a fun time to shoot.
Can you sum it up for me in one sentence?
Sum it up for you. Oh, I mean, it's a bit of an against all odds kind of story.
Was this daunting when you signed up for this?
You know what was daunting about this was the rowing, because all of us in the boat had never done it before, and it's such a specific skill. There's nothing individual about it. You're completely in unity when you're in that boat, and you have to be. And it was arduous and it was hard, but rewarding and fulfilling once we got there. Once we were able to do it, it was one of the most incredible feelings I've ever had, and the closest thing I'll ever have to being part of a professional sports team.
Could you take this up now?
Well, you know what? I said no, and I haven't done it, and the reason I don't think I would want to do it is because it's not with the same people that I did it with.
There you go. Good answer.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell him think when he's growing up, maybe working alongside George Clooney and being the front man like this.
No, but he had his fingers crossed.
Just finally, why should people see this quickly?
Because it's an amazing movie, it's uplifting and it's fun, and it's an underdog story, and we all love an underdog story.
People can come, they can forget their life for a little bit and be whisked away on this journey and come out feeling really fulfilled and really invigorated, and we can't wait for people to see it, so I hope that people bring their families and just feel great afterwards. So
can you tell us about Shorty and tell him what is he about?
Shorty, he was great friends with Joe. One of his, he all of the boys in their in their life, day to day, had very difficult jobs, very difficult upbringing. They were poor, and I think the camaraderie between Joe and Shorty in real life was one where they were able to share quite a lot with each other, and therefore having them row next to each other in the boat, behind each other in the boat, just solidified the confidence. I think that gave the boat its extraordinary speed and its extraordinary power, and that's not just between Shorty and Joe, it's between Joe and all the rest of the boys, Shorty and the rest of the boys, and I think during training and things we were really able to kind of forge that camaraderie together, and it really shines through. So what you read in the book, we were able to kind of bring that out in the present day, and you see it in the movies.
About this story then, why did you want to bring this to audiences? Because it's a bit of an underrated story, isn't it? It's got a bit lost in history.
It's a spectacular book, so in some ways it makes it easy. When you read a spectacular book, then you have the potential that you can make a great movie.
Yeah. Let's talk about the boys in the boat. Just talk to me about how good they were, because it's quite remarkable to think that they did all that.
Yeah. Well, they trained for months and months. And when I first went out to watch them, the first time I went to see them up near Oxford, they were not very good. and I was worried. And then the next time I went out with George, and then he was worried. We were both worried. But they worked their butts off, and by the time we started shooting, they just got better and better and better.
And they were incredible. Just finally sum it up for me in a sentence if you can. Just sum it up, the movie. In a sentence. Why should people see it?
Because it'll make you feel great.